Hey guys, welcome to our university call. I'll wait till you guys get in your seat and then we'll get started. I hope you've had a great Tuesday so far. I know I have. It's beautiful here in North Carolina. It's a little chilly. I've not been outside. Topanga is actually waiting by the door for me to take her for her walk. It's 42. Woo! Goodness gracious. Anyway, so announce yourself when you get in. Tell me who's joining us today. I'm so excited about this call because I think there's probably some confusion or misunderstanding about how to promote the promotions that we have. And it's really not a misunderstanding, guys. I think it's just making the promotions more effective and perhaps even streamlining them so you're spending less time but making a bigger impact. So that's what I'm hoping this call today will help you with. So I have 5 of you already. Say hi to me as you come in, guys. And again, we'll just wait for another minute or two. And everybody's clocks are a little bit different, and I understand that. So no problem at all. Oh, we got 8, 9. Okay, we're getting a full house. Grab a seat. Pretty soon we'll have standing room only. I always tell my hosts that. When I say to my host, oh my gosh, we'll have standing room only when they hear about my attendance only specials or our attendance only specials, I always use the word our. Oh my goodness, we'll have standing room only when they hear what the booking incentive is going to be. You know, it's just fun things that get her to visualize standing room only, right? All right, so let's go ahead and get started. All right, so I have my notes here. I typically don't use notes, but I always try with the university calls to keep the calls within 30 minutes. So in order to do that, I need to have notes. Otherwise, you guys know I digress quite often. All right. So today's call, which is a university call, it is the 16th. I had to look at that date. You know, when you work from home, you don't even look at the date. So today is the 16th of January. It's Tuesday. And this is a perfect time for this call because we still have 2 more weeks left for the current promotion. And then we have, or the 2 promotions that are time sensitive. And then we have a promotion coming up on February 1st. Yeah, so we want to take advantage of that also. And this is the perfect time to launch into promoting those discontinued items that are going to be replaced with our new spring catalog and our new spring line. All right, so let's start. So direct selling, this entire industry is promotionally driven. I mean, everything we do in a way that drives people by offering a free catalog, a free sample, you know, share this and you'll get this. I mean, you know, it's not only the fact that it's a primarily dominated woman type of industry and we love coupons and, you know, things like that. It's just that's the way direct sales is modeled. Now, a promotion's purpose is to spark an action in the short term that otherwise would not occur, right? And I'm sure all of you would agree. It needs to motivate people in a way that makes them do something that they aren't thinking about doing, or maybe with our promotion with our $50 signing bonus is to try something they may have been too nervous to try. Now, the booking bonus is where they would be motivated to have a theme party that they would have never thought about. So again, the key is the promotion has to spark an action that in a short amount of time that otherwise would not occur. Bottom line is a promotion needs to be worth someone's time. Now, your promotions, whether they're run by Lemongrass Spa or they're run by you, and you guys know you can always piggyback off of any promotion that the company provides. In fact, I would always recommend you do that you don't keep the promotion just staying put, because your customers, chances are are maybe on other people's news feeds that are in the company, just like in the same company you are in, Lemongrass Spa, and you might want to tweak it a little bit to make it more interesting and more take action than someone else. So you always want to take our baseline promotion and think about how can I tweak this? What can I add to make this just a little more engaging? And of course, a lot of times you know your customer base, so you know what kind of drives them. So that's where tweaking it would be something that just is a smart thing to do. Now, your promotions also have to be absolutely irresistible. Otherwise, why bother? I mean, your customers should flip out when you unveil and you announce your promotion. If the response you're getting is, oh, that's cool, or I could probably do that, then you're not trying hard enough. It is not a promotion that's getting out there and just making people flip out. You need that promotion to have them racing to take action and to tell their friends. So all promotions, I believe, need to be time sensitive. Now, next month, during this university call, we're going to be talking about unveiling the new or launching the new products, how to do the product launch. However, that has to be time sensitive, and time sensitive would be when you book within this date, when you contact me for this. It has to be something that there's a short window. Otherwise, why? They can get it anytime. I mean, once you launch those new products, they're launched until September. So again, everything that you offer has to have time sensitive, whether, again, Lemongrass Spa offers promotion, or you take that promotion and you add value to it or excitement to it and you do the promotion. Or for those of you that are leaders listening to this call, your team. Do you have a promotion for your team having to do with the promotions? With the products that are being discontinued, maybe there's a product that you have a promotion that the individual that sells the most of that particular discontinued product, right? So it's important, guys. The bottom line is that you have a plan and you have a timeline in place. So let's talk about the current promotions. We've got the 50% additional host shopping cash, and that's what I call it. It's additional host shopping cash because our chart in the catalog, yes, it's host rewards, but let's bottom line it. Let's call it what it is. It's our host shopping cash. So now they have a 50% additional cash to shop with. We have a $50 signing bonus. And yes, it is a signing bonus because they get it as soon as they sign. Our products, so that's the second one. The third one is the products that are on clearance, although I don't particularly use the word clearance just because clearance takes me back to the places that where I shop, and I go to the clearance rack, and it's typically things that are not my size that I have to have altered, or it's things that people didn't want. Where our products, everybody wants the ones that we are moving out of our winter line to make room for our spring line. So I prefer to call them the products that are going to be discontinued to make room for our new spring products, because they're not that customers no longer wanted them. It's just, Heidi's reformulating some of them, a lot of them, and they're just seasonal, right? And you can even call them our seasonal products that are leaving the winter catalog to make room for our spring catalog. And do you guys notice what I do? Yes, our spring catalog is called Spring and Summer, but where you are in the months of spring, call it a spring catalog. When you go into summer, it becomes a summer catalog. So I've always gotten used to that from when I was with Pampered Chef, and I carried it forward with Lemongrass Spa. It's a spring catalog. Do you have our new summer catalog? Because if you're talking to a new customer, you don't, in July or the end of June, you don't want to say, do you want to see our spring and summer catalog? No. You want to say to your new customer, would you like to see our new summer catalog? Okay. So what you want to do is you want to take a look at these current promotions, the $50 additional host shopping cash, the $50 signing 50% additional host shopping cash, the $50 signing bonus, and our products being discontinued to make room for our spring line. Now, there are several tools you guys can use to email this out. You want to email. You guys might be thinking, is email even popular? Hello? How do you think the newsletter that goes out to your customers says to your customer, by the way, did you know? And it alerts them that you are part of their life because they are in your customer base, right? I mean, email is still huge. Now, again, you can use MailChimp, and there are other types of email companies out there that you can use to get the news out, or you can do it the old-fashioned way, where you send it in groups. And the groups, of course, are always sent to you with a blind carbon copy to everybody you're including in that email. So you must blind carbon copy them. You want to have the subject line be something like, super excited about this offer, limited time only. Again, the key is to make sure that email is not passive. And again, I talked about this the other day on one of our calls. I sign up for tons of newsletters. I do, because I know those companies that are sending newsletters out as a company are paying their individuals that put that marketing together. They're paying them a lot of money. They've gone to school. They're their marketing managers, right? So, for example, I think I gave you an example of how I created the shipping graphic that's located in the mock Facebook group. I created it from a J.Crew email, and they sent me something saying something was shipping. And then I showed you the bag that it was shipping in and how cute that bag was. Well, today I got another email, and listen, I'll get an email from J.Crew 3 and 4 times a day. I don't mind at all, because if I'm not interested, I simply click the delete button. So your customers, you can't spam a customer on email. They can either unsubscribe, and that means they're not the least bit interested in your product line anymore, or they simply delete. That's the only two things that customer is going to take, how the action is going to take place with that customer. So again, J.Crew just sent me an email that says, time's ticking down. Well, guess what? I opened that email to see what was it that was time sensitive that I may not have wanted to miss out on, because I love the J.Crew outlet. Love it. Quality clothes, lots of variety. I just, it's a no-brainer. I have a confidence of shopping with them, just like your customers have a confidence of shopping with you. So if you don't have a strong subject line, then your open rates are not going to be high. They're going to be considered what the industry calls passive email campaigns. So now let's go to social media. Again, similar to email, the average post gets a very small look-see. It's like when you announce something to the world, it's like the paper example I gave you where you see a wedding announcement. Well, you would never go to that wedding until you get the invitation. So social media, you may splash the announcement, you watch for your likes, you watch for your comments, and then you direct message them and you actively promote by following up with those likes and comments. But you still have to remember all those customers that have purchased with you, all those past hosts, they get first dibs. So you best be getting to them before you make that splash announcement on your social media site. So again, let's take a look at the discontinued products. I have seen some of you send the entire document into social media, into the world. I'm like, no, you guys stop that. I've taught you better. I've taught you how to do it properly. You need to figure out first who are the individuals that have already owning some of these products or products that are similar, and those are the individuals that you need to message to let them know these are some of the products that are going to be discontinued. I thought about you because, and in a minute we're going to talk about pre-orders. But again, what you want to do is you want to make sure that you are target marketing the individuals from that sheet. And then do not send that sheet out to the world yet. Yes, you can send that sheet to your customers when you say, we have some items that are going to be discontinued. I thought about you because, and you give a snapshot of one or two of those products. Now, again, all these photos are in the community group, one or two of those products that they already own. And then you say, there's an entire collection. Would you like to see more? Now, again, you do this because these are your past hosts, maybe your current hosts, and your customers that have purchased with you. That's how you do what I call a drip campaign. You drip it into them first, and then you announce it to the world. Now, if you've already announced it, it's okay, but don't do it again. Do not do that again, because that's not a relationship type of business. It's almost like a MLM. It's like a network marketing where they just broadcast it to the world, and they have lots of world to broadcast it, and they get a percent of feedback and sales and engagement. But we are relationship business. We need to touch, nudge, hug on those individuals that have been true customers and followers of yours. So let's say that you did broadcast it, and you want to, reach out to some people that you don't even know if they've seen. Some of those individuals that, you see in your Facebook newsfeed perhaps, but, or on your friends list in Facebook. What you want to do is you want to reach out via Messenger after you make some announcements, and you want to say, Mary, and call them by name. Did you see my email? Did you happen to see my post? Hey, Sandy, did you happen to see my email post? As a courtesy to you, I wanted to reach out personally to make sure you had the chance to take advantage of these items being discontinued. Again, it's just important that this relationship continue to go person by person versus making this announcement. The announcements are not the least bit personal whatsoever. It's just broadcasting that our company has this. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that, but you want to do it two ways, right? You want to make sure that an announcement isn't what you're expecting to get to those individuals that you want to know what's going on in lemongrass world, right? Whenever possible, you want to say, I thought of you because. Why did you think of them? In that direct message, why did you think of them? When you're texting, why did you think of them? And a lot of times it's because these items are being discontinued to make room for our spring line, and I know you love blah, blah, blah. And it doesn't even have to be the same flavor or scent. It just has to be something that falls in line with that category. So think about it, guys. You've got so many possibilities to reach out and touch that person by the fact that something they purchased reminds you of something that is being discontinued. Now, let's talk about taking pre-orders. I believe in taking pre-orders, and I believe right today is the time when you start contacting the customers and taking pre-orders. And let me go through and explain why. Pre-orders is probably one of the most overlooked launch strategy out there in direct sales. I mean, every company that's been around for a while has a set of customers that belong to you as a consultant who will buy anything when you tell them it's being discontinued. I mean, as soon as you announce it's being discontinued, they'll be lining up, eager to get their hands on it before it leaves our product line. The worst thing you could ever have happen, or one of, it's probably not the worst, but one of the things that can happen to you, and it should be a reminder when it happens, not going to let that happen again, is you have a customer that says, oh, if only I had known. Now, this can go with your $50 signing bonus, with the $50 in additional host shopping cash, and with these discontinued items. If only I had known. I mean, how many of you, reflecting back, have had customers say, oh, I don't even have to say that. I'm not even going to ask how many of you, because I will see it in the company, in the community group, where you will say, I have a customer that wants whatever's being discontinued. Does anybody have any? Now listen, if it's not a new customer, shame on you, because I'm going to come in and I'm going to remind you, Well, I won't, but I should remind you that if you have a customer asking for it, it's because you didn't tell that customer it's being discontinued. Again, it could be a customer, I mean, if she's asking for something in particular, it's because she already owns it, or it's because it's along the lines of something that you sent her a sample, or it's along the lines of things that she's already using. So when I see those come in after these products are being discontinued, you know, you best believe I might send you a little heart, but I'm nudging you to say, should never have happened. Shame on you. Let's not let it happen again. Because that should never happen, because you have access to all that information in your back office. So again, if you know that these customers are going to want to get their hands on it first, why not let them? Listen, the reason the Apple iPhone is so popular when they come out with an update is because Steve Jobs, from the very beginning, always pre-announced the launch. He pre-announced it. He always allowed pre-ordering of their new products, and they do always do now. Apple allows pre-ordering of new products. Now, again, we're talking about pre-ordering of our discontinued items, but that's okay. That you will be announcing these are going out of stock. So it is like announcing a pre-launch, if you will, but it's announcing the discontinued. So, and what I loved about Steve Jobs is he never said, these are some of the details of our iPhone. He says, how many of you find this iPhone is going to change your life because of this? So you guys have the opportunity to take some of these products that are being discontinued and tell stories with the products. So this is what I want you guys to do. I want you to go in and create a Facebook event. And then I want you to decide what products you're going to go live with 2 or 3 times a day. Now, I don't want you to talk about what the products do or why they're superior. I want you to show and tell a compelling picture, paint a picture with your story of how this product's going to make their life better. That's what gets people excited. It's not the fact that it smells this way. Listen, you're going to also post feedback from people that own it. So go back to customers that already own the products, ask for a testimonial, and maybe send them a little treat for giving you a testimonial, and come in and offer at least one testimonial from a customer of what they use the product for. That is going to be huge. Testimonials, listen, stories sell, facts tell. We do not want to tell them anything. We want to sell the discontinued products to be able to have them continue to, stay with you. Because listen, the bottom line isn't the sell of these products when you go out there to notify them. It's to get the customers coming to you for the new spring launch. That's what you're really doing. You're getting those customers to stick, and you're getting new customers when you post on your Facebook wall that you've got some discontinued products and you go live. And this is one of the things that you're so excited about to be able to offer for those that are wanting to get it before it leaves the shelf, right? Before it no longer becomes available. Yes, you do want to be sure that the world knows, but you do it in a story fashion. And then you can say things like, I'll send you an email as soon as the awesome product that you ordered, whatever it was, is ready to ship. Again, and then you ask them, if you'd like to receive exclusive monthly updates on our promotions, our sales, and receive our new spring catalog, then you include your customer link, click the link below. Now, you want to do this on your business page. You want to do it strategically about something that's being discontinued. And you might even, do like a frowny face or something, or a little sad face, or maybe have your son or daughter there going, where they're telling that, this is being discontinued. And you can say there are several products that are my favorites, that are my customers' favorites, just like this. Make sure you use the link below to find out what they are, and you drive them to your customer group. That's where you can do all the splashing of all the prices and the sales, etc. Because guys, the real goal when you're sharing this journey is to get new customers, to ask your customers for referral. And again, this can be something as simple as asking them to share their enthusiasm, how they use the product in an email or social media, Instagram, of course, your Facebook, etc. Again, your primary goal is to share this journey with these discontinued products, with a $50 bonus, signing bonus with the $50 host, to share it with others before it expires. Now, the time-sensitive ones that are really critical are the $50, signing bonus and the $50 in additional cash. Are you sharing stories of your hosts and how they felt about that party experience? Are you sharing stories about consultants and how their lives have changed? And it's a story, and that's what I've tried to do when I take a look calls and I share the link. I always give you a story and say retweet, tweak, and reuse. These are the stories you want to share on your business page, in your customer group, and even on your personal page, very infrequently, but you share them on your personal page. Listen, with the algorithms being changed how they are in Facebook, it's all about the community connection, the relationships. And when somebody shares what direct sales has done for their family, that's a story that should be shared across all platforms, especially if you have a call to action that says, we're offering a signing bonus. I'd love to have every one of you take advantage of it this month only. All right. Now, once you get these pre-customers to be referrals, then of course, all these pre-customers that are new, even the customers that have been laying dormant for a while that you want to come back and resurface them. It doesn't matter if they've been around for 2 years. You have something really exciting to share with them. And then when they rise to the surface, the cream comes to the top, then they become active customers. That's when you want to invite them on the next stage of your journey. And what is that? The next stage is our new spring catalog. It's to convert them into a host, to convert them into to join your team, but you've got to rise them to the top where you have that audience, that captive audience, where you are then taking them on a journey of what Lemongrass Spa is all about. It's all about being in my VIP group. It's all about joining my team. It's all about hosting so your friends can experience the opportunity with the spring launch, so you can have the host shopping cash. But you've got to raise that awareness. And these new discontinued products, guys, it will do that. Now, I'm going to end with this. When selling products as pre-orders, you should not, you capture the payment, but you don't process it, of course, until you're ready to place the order. Now, what I like to do is I like to take the orders, and you would be taking them on an order form over the phone, right? Because you don't want to have them click on the link, place their order, say, oh yeah, I do want this direct shipped, and have it shipped directly at the full price. So just so there's no confusion at all, I mean, yes, our system, our back office ordering system does default to ship to host, and that will keep those orders sitting there until February 1st when you can place that order. However, you have to give descriptions and instructions to do that, and it just takes one person to say, oh, I don't want it shipped to host. She lives in a whole nother part of the country, and they forget the instructions that you gave them to say ship to host, so that it can sit there until the special prices go live. So my suggestion is you create that conversation where, let me know when you're ready, and I'll help you I'll take your order personally over the phone, take your secured form of method of payment, and I will alert you when the order's being placed. And you've got a fun graphic, a fun way to saying it's being placed. We'll come up with a fun graphic for that, or a fun tagline, if you will, that your order's been placed. You can do the happy dance once you get confirmation that order was okay, that it did, the product's still available, because we do have while supplies last. That's the other thing. While supplies last, and I want to make sure you're the first one to get notified. And as soon as I, place your order, you will receive a happy dance email from me saying it's been processed, and it's, and then you'll get another one when it's been shipped. Now the key is, if you're taking orders early, like, within the next week or 10 days or whatever like that, you might want to make one more nudge to that customer and say, I'm getting ready to place your order. I just want to refresh your memory on what the other items are that are being, now again, you've sent her that flyer because she needs to see everything that's being sold and, or discontinued, excuse me. You send it to her one last time and say, would not want you to miss out on special pricing for things that are going to be going into your gift closet. So that might be, again, during the conversation, you could talk about a gift closet. Listen, we've got Father's Day, Mother's Day, wedding. We've got, Christmas coming up. These products have perfect shelf life for even using them for Christmas time next year. So the key is you have one last comment, one last nudge, one last check-in with her to say, I wanted to make sure that that you had the opportunity to have one last pass before I place your order tomorrow or Tuesday, whatever the first is. You can start this little nudging. You can start it 2 days before, 3 days before, and just gradually get back in touch with them to let them know you're placing an order, and that that the form of method will be charged by letting them know that they could take one last peek. And then the other thing is, guys, remember, you talk to her, and behind her, she has 10, 20 friends. She's going to want to share you with her friends. She's going to want to share the special pricing of these items that are going to be leaving our product line. She's going to want to share them with her friends. So you might want to even let her know, if she's a past host, she gets a flat rate shipping. Now, I love flat rate shipping versus free shipping because first of all, you get PV over everything that she continues to order because the shipping stays at a flat rate, and she will add extra things as she knows that she may see that shipping, increase, but she doesn't have to worry about it as a past host. I always did that with my past hosts with Pampered Chef. I always offered them a discount and free shipping, actually, for those parties that got booked off her, and she ordered to support the friends that booked. But for this, you want to go back to your past host and offer a flat rate shipping. And it says it doesn't matter how much you order, you'll never see that shipping charge escalate. It'll stay at a flat rate, and that's whatever you guys want to choose. And then, of course, what you can do is you can say to her, for every individual that you share me with, and they contact me to place an order, I'm going to give you an additional, and maybe you want to give her an additional $5 in cash to spend. That's totally up to you. These are just some of the things that I'm suggesting that you may not have thought of. You don't have to do it. The other thing is gift with purchase. I love gifts with purchase. And you might want to remember what I said. Whatever Lemongrass Spa is offering as a promotion, tweak it. Make it sound like it's something. I mean, they've already done the verbiage for you. They've already done the pricing for you. Tweak it a little bit to make it your signature promotion. And I love gift with purchase. I love the sound of it. I love the fact that gift with purchase can be just our lip butter. It can be our body butter. It doesn't matter. It's just a little gift that gets tucked in with, that is a surprise that that they get, like, oh my gosh, I got this lip butter. And I said, yes, it was my gift to you. Or you say ahead of time, and there's going to be a surprise gift with purchase that comes from me. And again, these are the kind of relationship connectors you can only make when you're talking to her. And listen, it doesn't have to be just by phone. It can be through FaceTime. It can be through Messenger video. I love Messenger video. I try to use that 100% of the time. For those of you that ask me a question and I need to tell it to you a little more in detail, I always say, do you have a few minutes to chat, or let's set up some time to chat? And we always video chat whenever possible. So your customers and your hosts, unless you ask them to video chat, you're always going to be doing it by phone. I don't recommend text. at all, if at all possible, because when somebody says to me, you know, if somebody that's interested in signing, I just sent her a text, I go, oh no, please tell me you did. You sent her a text to say, do you have a few minutes to chat? You should never be hiring someone via text. You should send them the information, post it, get their interest, and then the next step is to do this face-to-face time. Listen, 60% of any conversation is the pitch. The pitch is 60% of what encompasses that relationship connection via conversation. You guys hear my pitch all the time. You see me, you hear me. It's hard to do it when you're not either over the phone, which is the lowest level, or you go into visual, which is the highest level. But you decide how important it is to make this time that you're spending with that customer to make it the best results ever. And for those of you that are leaders that are listening to this, you want to duplicate, you want to have behavior you want repeated in your teams. So everything you're doing, your team needs to see and hear that you're doing it, so they will do it also. Anyway, so that's what I wanted to share with you guys. I have 35 comments, and I do not see them here. So let me go ahead to my my phone. For some reason, I can't see the comments here. Let me see, but I will see them in the group here. So let me head to the group real quick. Listen, guys, I hope. Okay, here we go. I hope this has been helpful. Oops. To make it head to the group real quick. Let me go back. Let me turn the volume down. Okay. All right, so Samantha says, so true. I budget everything to the penny. I know my ladies would love these 2 weeks to plan, save, and budget for the items they want. Absolutely, it is budgeting. That's a perfect way of putting it. They are going to budget because you're not going to hit their credit card until February 1st. Yeah. So we can sit the orders in the back office now, and the price will change when they go on sale. You know, Samantha, I wouldn't. That's what I was explaining before, ladies and gentlemen, sweet peeps. Listen, you take the orders by paper. You take them over your order forms. I would not run the risk, Samantha, of having them go into the back office, because you told them what to do, have it stay the default to ship the host, but when they get there and they're in the magic moment, you know, they're going to click, they're like, oh, I don't want to do the host. She's not going to remember what you said. So my experience doing something like this is you take the orders by phone over order forms, and then you create the party and you go ahead and place the orders in. So no, Samantha, I do not think you should let the office sit in the back office now, and the price will change when they go on sale. Again, you can do it if you want, but I promise you, you are going to have at least one scenario where you're going to have to refund that money because they didn't follow instructions. Yes, so that's just me. Let me see. No, I would not, Samantha, no. I would not do anything until I would create the last day of the month. You create the event, and then on February 1st, you go and you place the orders. No, I would stay away from the back office for this entire thing until you're ready to put the orders in. That's what I would do. That's just me. I mean, I guess you could put them in yourself, and so I guess it'd be okay. Yeah, I guess since you're doing it, I guess that would be okay, where you could create it and the pricing would change. But why would you just not wait? Why would you just not wait? Yeah, I mean, anyway, that's just my feeling. Okay, let me see if there's any other questions. Well, the ladies that are not online, Samantha, that's where, again, you know, not online means they're on email, right? You have a texting relationship with them. So yeah, this is my belief with the direct sales business, with your business. And your host knows this also. If you educate her and remind her of this, we communicate so differently with so many different people. I mean, that J. Crew email, I don't get that via Facebook. I get it through email. So and then there's certain things I shop from with the sponsors that I get over Facebook. So it's email, it's Facebook, it's text, it's phone, you know? I don't know. I just, there's just a variety of way that we talk to our friends and our family, and we've got to realize that our customers probably fall into one of those types of categories, one of those buckets, and you can't force fit a relationship. You've got to meet them where they are, and it could be on email, it could be texting, it could be Facebook, but you've got to remember that's how relationships thrive, is by meeting them where they are, and it's up to us. Listen, it's our business. We make the effort, and we take the skill sets that we know, and we deliver them to get the best results. Yeah. So anyway, so yes, Samantha, I'm not gonna say not to put the products on your orders online. I'm just gonna say make sure you take them by paper, and then you can do whatever else you want with them. I don't want to even get into the middle of when to, just make sure they go live on February 1st. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yes. Yes, Mama Kathy, paddle. I know. Yeah. I mean, again, I don't know enough about. I don't do a lot of the back order stuff. I do is all me putting the orders in and then pressing the submit key. I put the orders in and transmit it when so yeah, just check with Kimberly, check with your upline about, that, and it's probably fine. But I err on the side of caution. So that's the only reason I recommend that you, that you hold off. But yeah, it's probably fine to collect them. Do you see how I'm backtracking now? I'm circling back to thinking, well, maybe it is okay that you create the event now, you add the orders, because the system defaults to ship to host. So it's not going to go out until you press that button. So you could do it, you could do it whenever. And one of the fun things about creating an event, guys, besides the fact that you go live and share your favorite products each day, is that you could do it as a mystery host. I mean, you could absolutely do it where you are everybody's getting different chances to benefit and use the host shopping cash. Depending on how many 50% items, you'll sort those and deliver those based on the names that you draw. And depending on the amount of host cash, you could absolutely, give that. I mean, there's just so many great things that you can do by creating that Facebook event. And you have a lot of control over it because it's tucked inside that one area. So anyway, all right, we're going to wrap up, guys. Thank you so much for taking your lunch hour and joining me. And again, we will have another one of these calls, trainings with the new spring product launch, and I'll be sharing some other fun ideas that are, typically only going to be valuable with a launch. I mean, so many fun things that you can do with a launch where, again, it's drip campaign. You are dripping, letting them know something's coming. And unlike this discontinued product launch, you don't know until you get notified of the products that it's what they are. So that's a real fun, kind of surprise you could do. Like, what do you think? How many products are we gonna have announced? I mean, you can do a lot of fun engagement types of contests and posts and things like that. So, all right, guys, I'm going to wrap up. Thank you again so much for staying with me, and hope you have a great rest of your day. I certainly will. And again, love you guys so much, and I hope this has been helpful. Alrighty, bye-bye.